video, I figured that I would do another collection video, specifically because there was a comment on the little post that I made for the Q&A, and they were talking about how they were asking what my favorite fragrance was, and I figured that there's way too many fragrances that I actually use / like, so I figured that in this video I would be showing my entire collection of various fragrances and colognes that I use. Now, some of these colognes I use on a daily basis, whereas other colognes I don't really use at all. But first and foremost, I'll be going over the colognes that I use more frequently, and then I'll move on to the more and then I will move on to the less frequently used ones. Now, without further ado, now in the category of the now in the category of the more frequently used ones, I have here Spice Bomb Extreme by Victor and Rolf. Now, a lot of these are going to be a little scuffed and scratched, as you can see with this one. There's really like nothing in this one, because I used like almost all of it. This one is a nice winter fragrance. This is what this specializes in, so I liked this one a lot when I used it. I think most of my fragrances are in the 3.4 milliliters. Some are 1.7. I mean, not milliliters, ounces. 3.4 ounce or 1.7 ounce. But the ones I like more are usually 3.4 ounce. So I like Spice Bomb Extreme. It smells very warm and spiced, kind of like a cozy fire in the middle of winter inside of a log cabin. So I feel that if you wear this, you smell like a warm, inviting hug. So I really like this fragrance. The next fragrance is Blue de Chanel, specifically the eau de toilette version. Now, this particular fragrance, this particular fragrance is a very fresh one. Usually, you'd wear this fragrance in the summertime or in warmer climates, but it's pretty versatile from what I remember, so you can wear it really any season of the year if you wanted to, but it smells very, very classy. It's a very sporty fragrance sometimes. So, yeah, I like Bleu de Chanel a lot. Now, for this next fragrance, I bought this one a very long time ago as well, so it may seem a little scuffed. This is Acquadisio Profumo by Giorgio Armani. Now, this fragrance, this this smells similar. This smells similar to Bleu de Chanel in the sense of the fresh and clean nature of the fragrance. The fragrance itself smelled nothing like Bleu de Chanel, but I'm gonna give a bit of history, if I can remember, about each fragrance. So, this particular one, I bought this one because at the time I was watching a lot of Jeremy Fragrance, and he really hyped this one up. But it's weird because whenever I go into stores, I don't really see this one anymore. I only see the Profondo version, which I don't have, but I imagine anyone wearing the Profumo version to be a well put together type of man, like in a business attire or a suit and tie of some sort. That's who I imagine wearing this cologne. Now, for the next cologne, we're going to do an opposite from the Profumo version. This one. first, when I bought this fragrance, I fell in love with the fragrance. It's a very good fragrance. The bottle has a nice, I'll show you again. It has a nice blue tint to it with the black stripes. But as you can see, I haven't used much of it. And that's because this particular fragrance is really, it's really a clubbing fragrance, or a fragrance for going out, which I don't really do that often. I'm more of a homebody. I also just don't like clubs. Not really my vibe, so clubs, bars, anything like that, I don't really like to drink, so I don't like alcohol. But yeah, so, and then afterwards, after having this cologne for, I'd say about a month, I went back to the store and bought another one. Not another Ultra Male, but another Jean Paul Gaultier cologne. And this particular cologne, I really fell in love with, because I smelled it. When I was purchasing the Ultra Male, and then I kind of sat on the fragrance for a little bit, deciding if I liked it or not. But ultimately, I came back and bought a bottle. And this is none other than the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Les Parfums. In comparison with the Ultra Male, you can see the Ultra Male has a more silver cap, while the Parfum has a gold cap and a black body with black stripes. Now, the Parfum one, this one right here, this is my all-time favorite cologne out of any cologne that exists, ever. Like, by any brand at all. And it's my girlfriend's favorite cologne too. And also another fun fact is, this is actually my second bottle of this one. She actually got that for me for my birthday last year. So, yeah, I like that one a lot. It's a really good cologne. Up next, Berry Hero, Eau de Parfum. This one is a pretty new one in my collection. This one was given to me by my girlfriend as well for Christmas. And I'm not really sure what it smells like, but I know it smells pretty classy. Let's actually spray some. Oh, it's strong. So, I'd say that this smells pretty similar to the Acqua di Gio perfume or cologne, in the sense of it smelling very professional, but it smells more dark, like more risque type deal. And so does this one. I forgot to mention. The Limo Parfum smells very dark and seductive, which I tend to go for in terms of fragrances. So, I love the dark and seductive fragrances. I like fresh fragrances too, but when it comes to the dark ones, I don't know, I just gravitate towards more. Because I've been told that I have more dark triad traits. You know, pretty much all of my life, mainly in adulthood. But, yeah, and so with that, I just gravitate to those more. But these are all the ones that I mainly use. I use them almost a daily basis. Except when I'm going to work, because, like, who the hell cares what you smell like at work? Especially if you work blue collar, like me. Now, we're going to get into what I call the dust bunnies. You're going to see why in a second, but these are ones that I don't really use anymore right now, or I previously used, but I've stopped using them for whatever reason. This first one, yeah, you can really see that dust. Oh my gosh. If you're anyone who's anyone, you know what this is. This is none other than Dior Sauvage. Specifically the Eau de Toilette version. I just got this one because, again, Jeremy fragrance, and everyone's saying that this one was so good. But actually, this kind of, like, got mixed signals for me. It gave out mixed signals because a lot of people say that it's a very good fragrance, but also a lot of people say that it's kind of a fragrance for douchebags. So it's really just because of all the backlash that this has received that I stopped using it. And plus it kind of just smells a little generic, like they were not lying, so I don't really use it anymore. Now this next one, I feel like I should use more, but I don't really anymore. I may start using it again, but this is Molecule 01. Now this one's a weird one. This one, it doesn't really smell like anything. Like, it's a weird one because it's meant to smell like you. If you want to do more research on that, on this particular cologne, I would heavily advise that because this is a very interesting one. Now, how it works, you spray it on yourself, on your skin, not your clothes. And it's supposed to smell uniquely to you, like how your pheromones would smell. And if you have good pheromones that, attract, then this will smell good. However, I don't really think there's a however. That's really just it. It's a good cologne. But yeah, I might start doing this one again. It actually also doesn't come with a cap, which is weird. Now this next one, I kind of have a little spot in my heart for it, because this was one of my first ones. Now, this, I don't know if you can see it. It's called Stratoliner by Aubusson. Now this one was my daily driver for a very long time, and this one's special for me because this was a very cheap but versatile cologne that I would use. I bought this from Marshall's, which was the first job that I worked. Or second technically, but first job in my eyes. But yeah, I really love this one. I think this is also my second bottle of it because I used it so much. But it smells very fresh as well. It's a good gym scent just rock this while at the gym, or it's a good classy scent. It's kind of an everything in one, actually. So, now this one. I actually don't use this one really at all. It's got so much dust on it. It's actually insane. This one is called Dark Obsession by Calvin Klein. I like the cap sounds of this one. Yeah, that's nice. This one was a gift from one of my aunts, and it's not terrible. Like, it'll get the job done, but it smells pretty androgynous, if that makes sense. So, and typically I go for more masculine fragrances, you know. So, it smells okay. It's just, it's not my favorite, like, at all. So, now, this next one is also one that I bought from Marshall's. Just got it here on it. This one, I'm not really sure why I bought it. I think it just smelled really good. You know when you like smell something, like a cologne or like anything, and it just takes you back to that moment where you bought it, and it takes you back to like every part of that moment. Like even, not even just the day of, but like the specific time frame, like the months around it and everything. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of like cringing looking. But this one smelled, I don't even know how to explain the smell. Let me try one more time. This is one of these smells where it smells masculine, but mostly feminine. And you know how you wear, I know some guys, they do this, where they wear a perfume or a masculine smelling perfume, and they do it to kind of it's like they have a girl with them or next to them, but not actually. So, but it like does something to their brain where, like, if you're a guy and you smell a girl, especially after smelling so many dudes, it kind of does something to your brain where it's like it like course corrects, right? If that makes sense. Or it like, you smell a girl and as a guy, if you're like, hetero, then you kind of smell it and you're like, and you kind of like sit up, you kind of like straighten, yourself out mentally and physically. So I think this is kind of that. I don't even know where you would find this anymore, but very weird fragrance. Now for this last one, it's kind of mid, but it's not really a fragrance. Well, I mean it is, but it's not really a cologne, but more of a body spray. As you can see, I haven't used much of this. This is the mild deodorant spray from Yoop, and it is called Yoop. This is a weird one as well, but not that it doesn't smell masculine. It doesn't really smell like a person should smell. It kind of just smells like a dryer sheet, like a cherry flavored dryer sheet, if that makes sense. Or like cherry scented, because you're not gonna eat dryer sheets. That's disgusting. But it's a cherry scented dryer sheet. That's what I would describe this as. So, yeah. I don't really have much to say about this one. I'm probably gonna throw it out. I may or may not. It's pretty disgusting of a scent. So, now, if I were to rank my top three, it would be Spice Bomb Extreme. In third place, and actually these fragrances, or these rankings, are just based off the fragrances that I currently have. I used to have this other one. It was called The One Eau de Parfum by Dolce & Gabbana. That one would be in third if I still had it, but I don't. That one is so good. It's a very masculine fragrance. But this one, in third for now. Second place would be this one. I actually really love this one. It's a very good cologne. Very fresh and dark. And as I said